listen to me. This is the most important thing in your life. He described God as the immortal creator. He called him a king and immortal. So immortality means immaterial. Immaterial means unseen. Everything that is unseen. It would interest you to know today that most of the things that we do not see is more than the things that we see. The physical or the visible universe is just a fraction, a tiny fraction of the great unseen universe that you and I live in today. A lot of people do not know that until they are able to comprehend the source of the universe, the immaterial aspect of the universe, their material world where they live in and do their business and have their families and kids is not going to be balanced. Those who live a balanced life in the material world, in the mortal world, are those who have mastered the operations of the immortal or the immaterial world. So Paul, immaterial things, living and non-living things, they are all originating from the immaterial realm. So what that tells you is that nobody comes to your life except it is pushed, orchestrated, initiated from the immaterial. To understand spirituality is to unclog yourself from the wheel of life. Man, woman, you live in the physical realm because you have been bound in time. There is an unseen boundary that has been set in the life of every man, that until you are aware of that boundary, you will continually live in the circle of that boundary, not knowing that you are actually in a boundary. People who have act existence, who have understood this principle, once they are able to understand the boundaries that are in the spiritual realm that kind of make every man remain asleep, once they come out of that sleep, they will now ensure that they will enslave other people. These are the people who have large followership in the world in any field of life, because one of the things they do is what you just did right now. They unclog themselves from the boundaries set in the spiritual realm for them. What I mean on spiritual realm, I mean immaterial realm. Because immaterial realm is here now. Immaterial realm is not somewhere you travel to, it's right here now. And that immateriality is within you, because the thing in you called spirit is made of that same immateriality. So that spirit and the realm of the outside that you cannot see with your eyes, they are made of the same thing. So immateriality inside our body, immateriality is outside of the physical realm, togetherness. In that spiritual realm, in that immaterial realm, there is a boundary that has been placed on every man. And that boundary is to make man continually sleep and repeat patterns in their life. And the only thing you can do to break away from this is to live in the moment. Things and everything of the past, it takes your mind away from the past, it takes your mind from the future and brings it now. Because one of the spells that has been cast on every creature of this world is to always drift away from the moment. When you drift away from the moment, that is when sickness comes, because you begin to worry of the future. When you worry, what happens to your blood pressure? It goes up. When you drift away from the now and go to the past, you begin to have unforgiving spirit, because the earth, man is programmed to live moment by moment. He said, take not worry what he shall eat or what he shall wear. He said, for tomorrow will take care of itself. He was teaching man to come and live in the now, because God lives in the now. He is I am, not I will, not I was, I am. So whenever you breathe in, you are connecting to the I am. The whole universe is happening in the mind of God. It's a thought of the universal consciousness, and you are a product of that thought. So all in the universe are all mind. Current state of life, your current job that you do, your current things happening in your life are all happening in the mind. There is the universal mind, which is God mind, and then there is your own mind. So no matter what life brings to you, whether the ones you met by default, which is controlled by the universal mind, which are product of your past, your existence, or the now, what you are seeing consciously, the one you are creating with your mind, all can be altered to what you desire. How do you alter it? Also is that whatever is showing up physically in your life is a product of the mind and can also be changed by you changing the quality or the content of your current mind. The purpose of existence, not your existence, I'm not talking of the purpose of your existence, I'm saying the whole existence that we call existence. The purpose of the whole existence can only be understood outside, when you are outside the body, as the purpose of existence is actually beyond the brain. So the brain is that tool in our body that lowers the frequency that is streaming from the spirit, so that we can participate in it experientially. So I've always so while you are in, so we are in the mind, the universal mind. That is why many of those things we can never understand them until we wake up out of the physical world. So it is when you wake up out of the physical world, you will see things the way they are. You will know why things are the way they are. You will know why Jupiter has 6 moons. The 6 moons are not, do you think they're just there for design? So even though you don't know their purpose in the physical world, their purpose are known by the creators of those planets and universe. Do you know they are? Don't forget that whoever runs your mind runs your life. Recently I saw in the now of life, what is God expecting from me? What is the universe expecting from me? A being becomes, you will become. You know they call us human being, so that means human becoming. You will only become when you can take control of your mind, when you are the one that makes your decision by yourself. So who are you? The mind that you have today, what are you feeding it with? Your actions today, is it motivated by others' decision, or is motivated by your own decision? Where you are living today, are you living there because of carcass? Many people's mind, they don't live life from the mind because they don't have a mind of their own. And until you stand up to trust the universe to stream you with ideas of your now, with what you should do now, until you trust your instinct, you will live another man's life. There is a wheel of life. The clothes that people wear is a wheel. The food that people eat is a wheel. And how people eat the food. There are certain people that eat junk foods because people are eating junk foods. There are certain people that go to places or have friends because people have that kind of friends. People around them have the friends. There are certain people that are wicked because people around them are wicked. There are certain people that are kind because people around them are kind, but they are not living their original life. The streaming, the intention from their spirit, they are not recognizing or living by what their spirit is telling them to live by, because they are only living based on their environment. They don't have a mind of their own. Realized souls are people who have a mind of their own. They can start anything when they want to start because they heard it by living in the now. They breathe it and they breathe it and they heard God in the now of their life. So when you listen to those who hear God per time, don't regret in life. Those who live in the now don't regret in the life. Some of you are living in the past, the last prophecy, the last word, the last. But man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out of the mouth of God. Comment is a continuous tense. What has God told you about what you're doing now? What did you hear in your spirit about what you're doing now? Spiritology 001, living life from the spirit, understanding the universe and the workings around you. There are some of you that started certain things certain ago. You're supposed to have modified it, but you are not hearing what the spirit is saying. He said, "He will at ears, let him hear what the spirit said to the church." Say it continuous. What is God telling you now about your prayer life? What is He telling you about your job? What is He telling you about the business now? You are still running it the way you are running it before, but you have received words from angels. You've received inspiration from angels. You've received leading, but you are not hearing. You will keep running in the wheel of life. You will keep trying to become like other people. Other people continually control you. They will keep giving you a message to put in your mouth. Some people live other people's life until you depart from within to focus in the now of your life. What am I expected to do? Mind. God, what do you have for me today? And you begin to get answers. Because you just watch out after you ask that question. You begin to get answers.